Hello, beautiful soul. Healing yourself is the greatest thing you can do for the whole world. This is so because you are the world, you are the ocean, not a drop, but the whole ocean in a drop. You are one with the soft grass under your feet, the elephant stomping its feet on the sacred ground on the other side of the planet. And with the joy and pain of your fellow humans, you are one. Because you created a false self to protect you and separate you from the overwhelming pain you feel, this pain didn't go anywhere. You just moved it to another room, but still it has the tendency to knock on your door. Isn't it better to make friends with it? Invite pain for a tea and love yourself so much that it has no other choice but to melt into the arms of unconditional love. Remember that your broken self cannot truly love anybody. It can only cause more pain into this world. This is why by healing yourself you have healed the whole. You have healed that part of the oneness that yearns to belong and be loved. We learn to be separate because nobody taught us that it is safe to love. Love is a complete surrender and safety because it's kind and it does not insist on its ways. Love is the way. Self-love can seem abstract, but even if you wouldn't know anything about love, you would probably know how it feels. Love is not arrogant or vengeful, it is soft, warm, and accepting. Love is freedom at its core, because when you are free, then you can be anything you choose. Inside of unconditional love, when you are free to be and only be, all restrictions disappear, judgments fall, and this is when you start to invite your pushed parts to sit with you in peace. How can you do this? Well, you can do this by being your own best friend, lover, mother, or father, and give yourself in the eternal moment all that you didn't receive. One I love you at a time, and soon enough you'll see a change inside of you. A new dawn will rise on a horizon, and you will understand that nobody can love you the way you can love yourself. When you anchor this love deep inside your being, by forgiving and accepting yourself in your wholeness, and this means quote-unquote the good and the bad, only then can someone who has done the same work approach you to create miracles together. Until then, it's only a game of pain, unhealed people meeting and searching from each other something that they haven't given to themselves. This is pure insanity, and most of the relationships on planet Earth currently are still operating from their pain body instead of their divine blueprint. Healing yourself might be the greatest thing you have ever done for your ancestors, and also for the ones who will come after you. You can rewrite and change the DNA of children that are to inherit the planet and make it a better place to live, one of harmony and brotherhood, instead of the scenery that we are witnessing today. How can you recognize a person that loves themselves? You can recognize them by firstly feeling their peace. They cannot hurt anybody. They have a soft but just energy about them. Soft meaning that they will accept you unconditionally, But when they feel the projection of your unhealed pain body, they will remove themselves out of the scene. Unconditional love does not mean unconditional acceptance of poor behavior. A person who loves themselves has an aura of peace because there are no more shadows haunting. The mirror is clean and they have no more reflection. Healing is the point where you disappear as a person and only love is present. You can never love from a person or personality, but only from the divine love that pours through you when the person is, quote unquote, gone. If the person is still there, you are not allowing love to move through you. On your spiritual journey and on your path of awakening, people can often be sarcastic around you and test you in many ways by imposing onto you that unconditional love is equal to total acceptance and being a doormat for people's behavior. So many times on my journey I heard the sentence, "You are spiritual," from people that try to manipulate my presence. They try to manipulate my unconditionality into accepting their toxicity. Loving unconditionally doesn't mean that you are going to accept toxic and poor behavior from somebody, but rather being awake and aware inside of you about a certain relationship and not holding any grudges, hatred, or reactivity. You see clearly the manipulation and projection of the person, but still keep your presence and love for them in the moment, seeing clearly what is happening. And just by holding space, you are being unconditionally loving. But if this behavior is a constant in a relationship, you need to make a decision: are you going to continue or not? This depends on the severity of the unconsciousness of a person. God is not only angelic or one thing of anything. He, she is all. Unconditional love sometimes means loving those that are dearest to you from afar until they meet themselves honestly, and only then they can gravitate towards you. Self-love in the end is a complete release of the need to be loved at all, because you know that at your core, you already are love. Until next time, I am sending you love and light.